is Angela Shelton up to now? Same thing I've always been up to, just in more brilliant and fun ways so that we can hear the truth. Listen, I'm Angela Shelton. I've been doing this for a long time. What are you doing, Shelton? Talking about the truth. But I get banned and silenced and fired. I got fired from Notre Dame from, big, huge speaking engagement. Yep, I did, because I'm talking about sex and equality. Here's the deal. I am an expert in, sadly, trauma-informed care, trauma, recovery, all the things that come with horrible things, child sexual abuse, domestic violence, human trafficking. What the hell is going on in the world? And just general neglect and abuse of humans, mainly children, including your inner children. I do speak the truth, and that is why I do get in trouble. And that is also why I'm doing it in your backyard now, and I'm doing it in private situations. Okay. She is inappropriate as hell. Listen, because organizations that are middlemen have the power, and they do, stop truth. And unless you're telling a certain narrative, you're going to get shut out, because they don't want you to tell the truth. Now, if you dissect a lot of this and look at things like an Excel spreadsheet, like you should, like your life, you will see, sadly, you will run into organized perpetrators. Kind of like family court. Just lift the roofs off of every family court and you will see a system of organized perpetrators. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, that's a horror movie. There you go. There's your free gift from me. Is your horror movie that it's written already. Just lift the roofs off of family courts around the United States and get to writing. I don't want to do it because it's horrifying. I'm going to be funny and fun in the face of the fear. I'm not going to talk about the super intense realities of the human trafficking. I'm not going to go into super detail on the super triggering stuff, because it is triggering. Because I'm here to save the kids. That includes your inner ones. That is also why I'm not a member of any club. I'm not a promoter of any particular party, because child abuse has no boundaries. Therefore, I don't either. Click here. Listen, for 20 years, I've been speaking. I've won Emmy. I have keys to the city. I have a certificate of appreciation from the United States Department of Justice. I do. I have swords. I have crowns. I got a lot of the credibility. But listen, you know what you get with me? You get me, like me. I'm the same face on the penthouse when we're having dinner with the owner and we're going to take a helicopter ride to dinner. I'm there too. And I'm the same face with the dishwasher in the basement, because all of us have been through some hell. And I have been pushed into the bathroom by the billionaire women with their white wine, telling me that their grandpa did all that stuff too. I have no judgment on people's stories. I'm an open book. I will hear it. Granted, I have learned over the years to protect my own psyche with hearing so many stories, because in the beginning, when I first started this, traveling and hearing people's stories, I got sick. And I am full disclosure, I am a hazard to myself, not to you. I tore my ACL dancing to Leonard Skinner. I was in a wheelchair for 8 weeks, and I did 27 speaking engagements around the United States because I had herniated discs. And I got myself out of that pain without surgery through mindset also, which is directly related to all the stuff I do. So here is what I'm doing now, and this is the next phase of my life, and this is my mission, okay? We gotta clean up the sex, people. We're not allowed to talk about sex or the parts that are involved with sex, because you get canceled or banned because you can't talk about it. Well, I'm here to tell you that the #1 moneymaker in the world is human trafficking with little kids. I mean, what'd you say? It's sex and porn. And we should be talking about this, but it's the powers that be, if you Excel spreadsheet this and you really dissect it, don't want you to be talking about it, because they don't want you to actually notice the problem and actually do something about it. But I have a theory, and you know what? I'm right. When we heal the bedrooms and we make our bedrooms holy, and we teach spiritually connected sex, and we heal all of those parts, you put your whole parts together again, and you clean up your own life, and you heal your whole body, survivors. That includes below the waist. And you start having spiritually connected, profound relationships with yourself, with whatever your infinite power is, and with each other, you do eradicate the violence, because you do it energetically. So you don't have to go out and hold a sign. You don't have to go out and start a nonprofit. You don't have to go out and and preach it all day long. You have to clean it up and love it and have profound connections in your own life. And I have so many activities, what did you say? Techniques, really funny things that you can do to clean that up and to have more profound connections with yourself. And then it spreads out from your whole life into literally your community. It really does. And I'm here to tell you it works. I've practiced this for many years with my own life. For 20 years, I was traveling and finding out about the truth of child sexual abuse, domestic violence, and oh God, and all of the horrible things that I don't want to talk about. And then for the past 3 years, I have dedicated my research and my time to the sex and sexual relationships, people's kinks, what they're doing behind closed doors. And all of y'all have told me everything. I hear it from the husband and the wife, what you're not telling each other. And I know a lot about the bedrooms. A lot of the nasty stuff, in my opinion, I'm like, geez, Lord, I'm like G-rated. I thought I was bad. But I'm coming with no judgment. I'm coming with no judgment so that we can have clear and fun and energetic and profound conversations and practices so that we heal our bedrooms. You take back your bodies, you take back your bedrooms, and you actually live a profound life. Whether you're single or hooked up, it doesn't matter. I'll get y'all off of buzzing that bean. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have the sex conversation. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I get in trouble. I get fired because we want you to talk about violence against women, not women's sexuality. Guess what? They're totally related. And so when we actually embrace and protect and learn women's sexuality and men's sexuality, this is the hello, and we actually bring that into a profound spiritual connection place, hell yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's my show. My show is called Pricked, and it really should be called the Holy Fucking Shit Show. It's 18 or older. But I want to be clear, that's my show. That's why I'm doing it private. It has to be uncensored. It has to be on private property. Unless I get a full, like, she's got freedom to say whatever the hell she is going to come out of her mouth. And y'all, you know, you can hug your bear. My daughter actually has a product that she wants to come with my main live show. It's very funny. It's an offendy doll that when you get offended or upset, you just squeeze it and you're going to be fine. Just hold on to your seat or your little doll. I'm done. I'm done waiting on Hollywood. I am done dealing with the middlemen. I'm done with dealing with perpetrators. I worked with the FBI to put one of the perpetrators in prison, and he served his time. He's out doing the same thing. I mean, seriously, y'all, I'm just done with the perps and the middlemen perps and the people that are thwarting our connections to truth. If you know me, you're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm so excited. So bring me to your backyard. Call me. Literally, you can call me and set up a call that's like 30 minutes, and we can talk about like what's in your area, because utilize me. My show, my like Angela Shelton show, private Pricked show, is going to be talking about some sex, okay? Now, there's that. That's for nighttime, you know, adults only. But then I'm also Safe Side Super Chick. I'm also a superhero to little kids. Utilize me when you bring me to your town. Have me go speak at the elementary school. Have me go speak at the high school. Have me speak to the men. I'm very good at speaking to the men. Bring me to your church group, to small church groups. I love it. I'm very good at it. And I've been doing it for many years. I've been doing a lot of the sex stuff privately, and now I'm coming out. I'm honestly done. And I'm done getting in trouble, because you know what? I'm going to keep getting in trouble. Even people are like, you sure do talk about sex so much. Why are you talking about sex so much? Because children are being raped and tortured. That's why. When we clean up our acts, you become a more powerful person and have a more profound life so that you can protect children. I mean, I have an ulterior motive. Although you're not supposed to tell your intentions. Listen, it's just funny. It's funny. So I'm starting October 18th. Listen, that's going to be the first intro into my book series that I wrote with about holy bedrooms. It's going to be a lot. It's funny stories and techniques and, You will learn, like I would recommend like having a notepad, and you'll be able to refer back to it. I'll make it to where you can watch it again. And I'm going to do it again on November 5th. I was going to do the live show on November 5th, but I'm on crutches at the moment. I'm just standing here leaning right now. Listen, like I said, I'm a hazard to myself, not to you. The hazard that I am to you, I'm a hazard to your old self-abuse patterns. That is what I'm a hazard to, because you bring me and that stuff is going to get cleaned up. I'm telling you right now. You're going to be like, wait, why? Is my life totally different? I know. This is not my first rodeo, but I've learned so much in the past 20 years that I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm going boldly into the sex. Bring me. I mean, I'm hot as hell. I got content. What'd you say? We're gonna have some fun. Hey. Just give me freedom to talk. My ideal situation is for this to be in your backyard in a tent situation, or you have a, enclosed in area that's, safe and warm. You're not out in the freezing cold, although I like cold plunges, so that we can have a conversation and you have space to be. Like, I don't want just people sitting in chairs. This is not a matter of like you're listening to me, just sitting there, just being entertained. No. I'm sending you through a catharsis. So you need some space to be yourself, to move around. If you just want to lay on the floor and cry, great. If the most perfect place for you to go, if you're having a total like meltdown or like a life catharsis and you're like, what do I do now? Is one of my events. That would be the perfect place for you to go. Because you're like, I'm just going to lay down here on the floor and cry. You're welcome to it. I get it. I understand it on all levels. I support male survivors. I understand perps. I also go to the offenders. So you can, when you bring me to your town, you can also bring me to the prison. I'm like healing for the whole family, even the creepy uncle. And I'm telling you, it's a conversation about sex. And every single thing sexual is being shut down everywhere, because when you go through the Excel spreadsheet and you just do a system analysis of this freaking world right now, you will run into sexual deviance and sexual abuse and sexual torture. That's what you're going to run into. I'm not going to talk about that. I will briefly touch upon that, because that is some scary, scary, scary stuff. And I'm like, listen, I'm funny. I'm funny and fun. And I love you and I get you. And you get me. People who know me are like, oh yeah, bring because when you host me in your town or you're the sponsor, I'm telling you right now, this is what happens. Who brought her? And thank you. Thank you. I'm done with the systems and I'm done with organized perpetrators. I'm done. You and me, kiddo. You and me. Like, it's in your town. You think outside the box. It's like, let's do it. Like, that's how we're going to do it. I want in-person groups. Minimum 12 people. And then maximum, it doesn't matter. I've been on stage in front of, thousands and thousands of people. My issue is going live. Going live on TikTok, I just get banned left and right. Don't get her banned. Put her in your backyard. Give her a microphone. Because then when we spread this information that I have, you spread it. And then it spreads. And then once I leave that town, and this is not my first rodeo. I've seen it. The profound healing spreads. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. I'm so grateful to be a witness to the amazing aha moments with people, the couples that I've helped heal all of their sexual stuff, because both of them are survivors. Or, you got the man who's been betrayed, so he doesn't trust anybody, and the woman's a survivor and she has flashbacks and issues. Like, all of that sex stuff, all the bedroom stuff, I'm great at it. Plus, I'm the daughter of Dirty Daddy. I know how things get messed up, and I know how the manipulation, and I know the profound healing. Let's talk about sex. Let's do the sex education, but the re-sex education, because we don't get a sex education in this country. We get shut down in anything sex. Oh, no sex. No sex here. You're inappropriate. You're talking about sex. Oh yeah? Well, the person who's saying that is raping their kids at night. So, and I'm going to talk about sex, and we're going to talk about every single F word. And if you can't handle that, like, don't bring me. She talked about vaginas. But if you're ready for that, like if you're ready to totally make a complete shift, listen, get over yourself. The people that are brave, that want this, that are like, yes, 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 please. do it. I am balanced enough, calm enough, and have done enough of my own healing that my rage against the system is calm. And I know the information that needs to be shared, and I've seen how when it is shared, it helps. And so now it's like game on. So you need to be brave when you come into me. Ain't that the truth? And you need to be fearless. Now, you don't have to be totally fearless because that's me. And you can just send me in there. And I might show up on a unicycle. I might show up on crutches. You never know what's going to happen. Right now, I'm on crutches, but I do have a unicycle. It's going to be fun. It will definitely be fun and profound. A Scout's honor, I will probably get in trouble. And that's okay. I'm embracing that. You know what I mean? Because ever since I was a little kid, I have called out perpetrators. I've called out the truth. And I have gotten in trouble. And you know what? I remain the same. I will call out perpetrators. I will call out the truth. And I will instill in you the fire and the love and the fun that you need to have a profound life. Because my mission is that you live happily ever after, no matter what the hell you went through. And that you have a holy bedroom, not a disaster. Okay? You good? You all right? You gonna handle it? You can handle it. You can handle it.